Okay, so this one you should get that CE equals 70. This one we're not going to worry about doing ones like that, okay? All right, so find the length indicated in the table. So this is an even more special type of similar triangle. So we had similar triangles, then we had dilations, and now this one is an even more special type of dilation. They're called mid-segment triangles, okay? So here's what a mid-segment triangle is, okay? These lines right here mean congruent, right? So the 2 marks here are the same as the 2 marks here, right? And then the 1 mark here is the same as the 1 mark here. So what that tells me is that this little triangle is exactly half the size of the big triangle, okay? Because this side here is exactly half of the big side, okay? So that's what a mid-segment triangle is that the big triangle is twice the size of the small triangle. There's a much shorter way to write that. Mid-segment triangles always have a scale factor that's 2, always, okay? So when you see these marks, I don't even really need a lot of the numbers because I know that if these pieces are the same, then the big piece is exactly twice as big as the little piece, okay? So that can actually make it pretty easy sometimes to find some of the side lengths, right? So on this one, it wants HI right here. Anybody have any guesses if we know the scale factor from the small to the big is always 2? Braden? It's 5. I agree. Because that was the smaller side that corresponds with 10, and we know that 10 is exactly twice as big as the smaller triangle. Okay, so then what's EG for the second one? 18. Good. Any questions? Okay, last one, trickiest one of the day because of the algebra. First thing you need to decide when you set up your equation for this is which one to times by 2. Well, I should times the smaller one by 2, right? So the smaller one is the UV. So 2 times 2x minus 14 equals the x plus 8. So I did 2 times the smaller one equals the bigger one. Is that okay? Questions on just the setup of that? So for mid-segment ones, we don't even need to set up a ratio equation because we already know the scale factors too. So I know if I do 2 times the smaller one, I gotta get the bigger one. Okay, now think back to Sec 1 and modern math. What do I do first to solve for x? To get x alone, distribute. So 4x minus 28 equals x plus 8. Get all my x's on one side. So 3x minus 28 equals 8. Add the 28 over. So 3x equals 36. Divide by 3, x equals 12. Is that what the instructions said to find? The instructions didn't care what x was, right? They wanted VU. So, plug it in. 2 times 12 minus 14. So 10. So I put my 12, I substituted it in for x because the question wanted VU, which was 10. Questions? Nothing? Okay. Rest of the time is